those tears in your eyes.
Hi guys, I am here at a Holiday Inn in Winchester, and I have taken my R80 GS Scrambler in for a service, and the guys at Barnstormer organized a 850 GS, just a normal one, for me to have a little ride on and try it out. So I'm going to show you around the bike. This is the second time riding it, and I am so impressed. It's such a comfortable bike, and it's so nice to actually ride. Beautiful day, it cleared up really nicely, and yeah, I'm close to the planetarium in Winchester, so I'll show you guys around the bike. Okay, so this is the 850 GS. This is the standard model, it's not the Adventure. I look at the Adventure and it is quite a lot of extra bulk to it, especially for me. I don't really weigh much. I think I am 73 kilograms, and I am 5'11". So the reason for looking at this bike is I am keen to sort of downsize. As much as I like my nineT Scrambler, I'm looking for something a little bit more nimble, a little bit lighter, a little bit sort of just easy on the pocket as well. So the 850 standard one is quite higher, I must say. For me, that is 5'11". The overstep to get onto the seat is quite high, but as soon as you sit on the bike, it's really comfortable. This one has got the electronic suspension, so you can adjust it from road, off-road, enduro, and dynamic, and also lifts up the back if you put it on. Depends on what setting you have for two up with luggage, one up. It sort of lowers and lifts the rear suspension up, so you do feel it. So if two people is on, it actually stiffens up the suspension at the back. But let's go in a little bit closer. This little front screen works well, and especially for taller riders will probably work even better. There is a bit of buffeting, but that will probably be easily sorted out with a aftermarket screen. I actually like the front, to be honest. I actually like this because it's such a comfortable bike. The seat is so much more comfortable than the Scrambler, to be honest. Then the other reason why I'm looking at getting back onto a GS style bike is just the weather protection. Now, as nice as the R90 Scrambler is, there is zero weather protection. And also the handlebars, even the handle grips, helps in such a big way to keep the wind and the weather off your hands. Moving to the side, it's got the Brembo discs on the front. The side profile, you can really see it's a sort of a replica of the bigger normal GS, the 1250 now. The engine is really smooth. This one has got a quick shifter built in, so it's and a center stand. Now, that's quite convenient, especially in the winter months. You can put it on the center stand, and then keep the back wheel off the ground. Moving around the back, this one has got the Krapovich exhaust on. It's titanium. Really sounds nice. It's still very quiet compared to my R90 Scrambler. And the rear tire, what's the size? The size on the rear is a 150 by 17 by 70 R17 Michelin, and from the rear it really looks nice. And around this side, there you can see the electronic suspension that you can adjust on the fly, so that's quite nice as well. You don't have to stop. This is chain driven, so no drive shaft. Center stand is on that side, we can push it down on. And then there's the quick shifter, that little bad boy there, right there. And it's up and down, and it works okay. It's not as smooth as the bigger bikes, but it really works well. This one is also keyless entry, so you just stand close to the bike with your key and press the power on button. It starts up. And it's a really nice clear display. I'm actually so used to this digital dials at the moment, for the reason of driving an electric car. It's nice and clear, so you can see the speed, doing 30 miles an hour, nice and bright, clear, big numbers. Helps with checking your speed, especially in the smaller towns. And then the same for the fuel tank. It's keyless, so you just flip it up. I think the bike needs to be off. Interesting. So the bike is off. Now this should allow me to unlock it. Perfect. You push it forward, push down, and it locks in. That's it. Let's just power it back on. And there you can see it's the standard stuff, to be honest. There you can see if I press there you can change between road, dynamic, and road, and then that's the two. You can see the two little, or the helmet there, sort of there. That's to set the rear suspension for 2 up, 1 up, and extra luggage. And on the right hand side you have the start button, so you switch the bike on, wait for it to say ready, and then you can fire the bike on. It's got the riding modes, you can set it there as well: road, dynamic, enduro, rain, and road. It's got heated grips, the 2 settings on that side. It's also adjustable lever, brake lever. Moving to this side, we have the suspension settings. This is the menu to change all that. Your indicator, left, right, clear in the middle, and then your horn at the bottom. This one has got cruise controller on, and yeah, you just flick it forward, then it's on, and then you just set it, and then it keeps that speed. Works quite well. Driving light, and again this lever is also adjustable, as you can see there. Perfect. The mirrors work well, and yeah, I am so far very happy. I've done about 10 miles on it. I'm going to try and do a proper hours ride now, and then I'll give you guys my feedback as soon as I am done. But so far very happy. Oh yes, just another thing, this seat is so much more comfortable. It's actually shaped nice and round, so it's not as flat as the Scrambler. So the Scrambler seat is very square on the edges, and it really hurts the inside of my legs at least. But yeah, the seat is really comfortable, and even the rear seat, there's a good amount of padding in here. And you've got all the accessories that you can buy, your pannier boxes and your side luggage. So yeah, very impressed. So let's start it up quickly so you can hear how it sounds like. It does sound very fruity with this approach. I think you can. There's going to be loads of aftermarket parts for this screen, because it is fairly straightforward. 4 mounting points, and you can probably put a little bigger screen on. But yeah, the lights look. The day running lights is really nice. It's got a short little beak. And the nice thing about it, it is really nimble, and agile, and that's what I like. I think the older you get, well, not that I'm saying I'm old, but I miss the comforts that I've grown accustomed to having a GS. The wind protection on your hand guards, a comfortable seat, and the riding position where the handlebars is a little bit back, so you sit in a comfortable position. So let me carry on with my ride, and I'll give you guys an update when I'm done. Okay guys, just a quick recap. I've spent about an hour and a half on this bike now. Motorway 70, 75 up to 80 miles an hour. It cruises so nicely. The seat is really comfortable, and I must say I am very impressed. It is something that I would definitely look out for. You know, as I said earlier, I weigh 70, 72, say 75 kilograms, and this suspension soaks up all the bumps compared to my other bike. And yeah, suspension, the seat is comfortable. There's enough wind protection for really long journeys. I would probably, the only thing I would say is I'd probably upgrade the little screen on the front to something a little bit more, a little bit larger. But yeah, that's sort of an aftermarket part that can easily be fitted. And yeah, I must say I am very surprised. It's an easy, comfortable bike to ride. The auto blipper up and down works a treat. If you just want to get out of a roundabout and just open it up and just clip through the gears, it works perfect. It actually works better if there's a bit of power on the gearbox. So as soon as you give power and you blip it up, it works perfect. It's nice and smooth and whatever. Other things that I want to say about the bike is, yeah, I think you definitely have to go and try it. It's a great bike, much smaller. It's got all the luxuries that the bigger GS has got. If you want something that's yeah, smaller, and you are not worried about traveling at say 90 mile an hour for long journeys, I think this bike is perfect. Daily commuter, I think it's a little bit wide, but it's much better than I would say a GS, where it feels much wider. But yeah, I must say, very impressed. So I'll see you guys on the next ride. Cheers.
cold hands.